to investigate former President Biden's preemptive pardons for family members and others.
And the funny thing, maybe the sad thing, is he didn't give himself a pardon. And if you look at it, it all had to do with him.
The president tells Fox's Sean Hannity he was asked if he wanted to preemptively pardon himself at the end of his first term and said no, he didn't do anything wrong. A brush fire that broke out last night north of Los Angeles has already grown to more than 15 square miles and has more than 50,000 people under evacuation warnings or orders.
The fire remains a difficult fire to contain, although we are getting the upper hand.
LA County Fire Chief Anthony Marone there. Red flag fire warnings in Southern California are extended into today. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
3, we are on Mix 1041. We're on MixTV.tv. Mix Mornings is presented by Bradley Medical Center as we now get into our local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And topping our news this morning, it will be an exclusive interview with Governor Bill Lee. And we will play the interview at noon today on Mix 1041, but also on MixTV.tv. So it's very important. The governor comes on with us at a time in which there is so much happening, including his special call session of the state legislature on January 27th. And a lot of the attention is on the school choice issue, the Education Freedom Act, which definitely has a lot of people talking, especially here locally and around the state. So I'm going to interview Governor Bill Lee we'll play the interview at noon today, again here on Mix 1041 Radio and on MixTV.tv. But if you miss it, you can go back and watch the interview at any time on MixTV.tv. All area schools back on a regular schedule this morning, with the exception of Ray County schools running on a 2-hour delay. We also learned from the Tennessee Department of Transportation, they announced on Wednesday, that all lanes of State Route 40 near the Ocoee Ranger office were blocked for several hours due to an overturned tractor trailer. Also in our news partners at Local 3 report TVA set a record on Wednesday morning, delivering 35,319 megawatts of power. That surpassed the previous peak in January 2024. Extreme cold and a growing population drove the demand. And state news, the news that made national news yesterday, a 17-year-old shooter killed himself after fatally wounding a female student in a shooting at Antioch High School on Wednesday. 2 other students injured and are being treated at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. And WTVC Television reports this morning that Volkswagen is negotiating its first contract with the United Auto Workers at its Chattanooga plant. The automaker proposed a 14% pay raise over 4 years, cost of living adjustments, and reduced health care costs. However, the UAW criticized the offer as inadequate, noting it falls short compared to contracts at Ford, GM, and Stellantis. Discussions are ongoing, and both parties work toward an agreement. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Again, an exclusive interview with Governor Bill Lee at noon today on Mix 1041 Radio and on MixTV.tv. And Bridget, are you able to conduct the interview? That's the big question everyone wants to know.
Well, I think I'm going to defer to you.
Really?
I'm not prepared. I don't.
Oh, well, you've got. Ready. We're actually taping it at about 3 hours.
Oh,
so,
wow.
You've got 3 hours.
It would take me more time than that.
Fruit Loops, do you have your questions ready for the governor? I'm counting on you. Fruit Loops had a flat tire this morning, so he's all upset.
Yes, I'll come up with a few questions.
All right.
I don't have them ready yet now.
All right, Bridget, over to you.
Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway or DonLedford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and as we take a look at the Langley roofing and traffic cameras, the interstate is looking good so far. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, it's time for our Hardee's Wake Up. And at Hardee's, you can try Hardee's new Maple Biscuits. These are the world-famous Hardee's warm, fluffy biscuits, but listen, they're loaded with maple flavor, drizzled with icing. There's delicious sweet biscuits available all day, and your choice of single, 2-pack, or 4-pack options. And I guarantee you, there's a Hardee's near you.
Hardee's is adding the good.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawlspace Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
Today's YMCA is not the YMCA you remember. Our equipment is top of the line, where unfamiliar meets familiar. Our tech is elevated, enhanced by a team member that knows you. New spaces, friendly faces. We're committed to helping you feel your best. From high-energy workouts with friends to me time, to quality time with family, the Y is where you belong. Our welcoming team will help you reach your wellness goals. A new year, a fresh start. Begin again at the Y.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga. With an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products, make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
And Matt Dillard's kissing booth every year. Always look forward to that.
They will deliver, so keep Green Acres in mind for your Valentine's orders. They're located on Georgetown Road here in Cleveland, across from Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary.
I will say they've brought us cookies before, and they're absolutely wonderful.
Yes,
so,
definitely.
It's 12 minutes after 7.
Tennessee Valley weather.
I don't know if I'd call this man wonderful. It's probably have to see him tonight at the Chamber annual meeting. It's Roger Pickett, everybody. Mermaid Mattress. Roger.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have plenty of sunshine, a high of 42 and a low of 21 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy during the morning, becoming overcast by afternoon, a high of 41 and a low of 18 tomorrow evening. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 46. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 18 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Begin again at the Y. Pay no join fee all January. Visit clevelandtnymca.org.
Mix 104.1. I can read your mind.
Welcome back. It is 5:14 on this Thursday morning. We're getting closer to the weekend. It's been a cold week so far and a very interesting week of weather with that Gulf Coast snowstorm on Tuesday into Wednesday. But now all is quiet here across much of the southeast. It's cold out there, 20 in Charlotte, 18 in Washington, D.C. Starting to warm up a little bit in the nation's heartland. Temperatures closer to freezing, which is a sign that warmer air is going to start to move in slowly but surely. I mean, we're not going to have a big warm up this weekend. It's still going to be chilly, but compared to what we had the first part of the week, it is going to be considerably warmer. Here's a look at your morning temperature. So back in the teens from Athens to Dayton, 20 in Altamont, 14 in Lafayette, 18 in Calhoun. So hopefully you drip those faucets before going to bed, because we've had just multiple nights of deep freezes here across the Tennessee Valley. And as we take a look at your out the door forecast, 21 by 9 o'clock, but by the time we get into the lunch hour, should be above freezing pretty much area wide, continuing into the 40s and a whole lot of sunshine coming your way on this Thursday. So 42 with sun, not all that bad, and the winds are going to be light. It will still be jacket worthy, but at least we're heading in the right direction temperature wise. Here's a look at your highs: 40 in Athens, 43 in Dalton, 37 in Altamont, still chilly along the plateau, and 38 in Murphy. But we're going to have a southerly component to the wind, which means we're eventually going to get some of that warmer air back into the Tennessee Valley. So we're talking about a warming trend coming your way, slow but surely. By next week, that's when temperatures are really going to start to warm up. So we're going to have 42 Thursday, 41 tomorrow, so still pretty cold. In fact, about 10 degrees below normal, mid 40s to low 40s for your weekend. But by the time we get into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, that's when the temperatures really start to go up. In fact, we're talking nearly 60 degrees by the middle of next week. And that's a trend that could continue as we move into February. Mild air likely to stream across much of the country. So we're not seeing those dark blues indicating another Arctic shot of cold air, at least in the short term. That could change for the month of February, especially towards the middle of the month, because we're still very much so into winter time. So we'll keep an eye on this, but it does look like we're at least going to have some short-term warming trends coming our way for much of the lower 48. So definitely good if you're ready for some warmer air. Here's a look at your storm tracker. So maybe a flurry or two tomorrow. We're going to have this week a little disturbance swimming through, but that's mainly going to favor some of the mountain communities along the Tennessee-North Carolina line and really north of Chattanooga. Saturday going to be a gorgeous day. Plenty of sunshine, cold start in the morning, but we'll have highs of around 47 during the afternoon. And then Sunday, that's when things change a little bit. We'll have clouds streaming in. Looks like the rain holds off for a better part of the daylight hours. And then by the time we get into Sunday evening, notice some of that pink starting to show up. So there could be a little bit of a wintry mix as the rain moves in late Sunday night, likely to stay just to our north. It looks like we're going to have warm air, but we'll keep an eye on this trend. But for now, it looks like mainly rain heading into Monday, and then moving into next week, we're going to continue with that warming trend. So as of now, it doesn't look like the system's going to be all that impactful. We're not going to have a ton of moisture to work with, but we'll keep an eye on it. For now, I'm thinking rainfall amounts maybe up to 1/4 of an inch across North Georgia and Northeast Alabama, with lighter amounts up to 1/10 of an inch across parts of Southeast Tennessee. So not a huge rainmaker, but it is something to kind of note late Sunday into your Monday. Today, highs of 42 degrees.
Center, and we have got a lot happening. We'll get into that coming up. Hey, I mentioned a minute ago about our Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce annual meeting. We'll have live coverage of that on Mix TV, mixtv.tv tonight beginning at 6 o'clock. For the first time, the Chamber annual meeting, which is really the biggest event as far as business and commerce are concerned in Cleveland of the entire year. That'll be live on mixtv.tv, and for the first time at the Pie Center. We're going to hold that at the Bradley County Schools Pie Center tonight at 6 o'clock. And if you didn't get a ticket, it's a sellout. It is. You can watch it live on mixtv.tv. The big honorees tonight, as Barry Ray will win the Robert, has already been announced, will win the Robert Varnell Leadership Award. And then Isaac Libby is going to win the MC Hedrick Free Enterprise Award. That's the two biggest honors, two highest honors of the Chamber of Commerce. So all that tonight, 6 o'clock. We'll have it live on mixtv.tv. Let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, topping our list today, Olivia Forrester is 23 today.
Oh, man.
Hard to believe.
Happy birthday, Olivia. It is
yes. Also, Logan Long is 18 today, a senior at Bradley Central, where he is part of the Vocal Motion Show Choir. They tell us he performed at the Empty Stocking Fund finale, and that is from his mom, dad, and family. Richie Stevenson, principal at Lake Forest Middle School, celebrating a birthday today. And then Harold Sluter and Angie Green both celebrated yesterday, and then Tyler Dilbeck is celebrating a birthday today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website mymix1041.com or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank gives you more for a better banking experience with convenience in mind. Call Ken Do 423-381-3427.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com.
All right, in our news this morning and topping our news, we're going to have the rarity of an exclusive interview with Governor Bill Lee. Matter of fact, we're told by the governor's office that we are the first interview that the governor is going to do concerning the special session, which he has called on January 27th. And the most attention of this about this special session is about his Education Freedom Act, which, of course, is causing a lot of conversation, including and causing both of our local school boards to come out with resolutions against this act, as they feel that it will take funds from public schools. And so there's other questions for the governor, and I'll be joined by Governor Bill Lee. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to air that interview in full at noon today on Mix 1041, as well as mixtv.tv. Now, if you miss it, or you won't be able to listen or watch it at that time, don't worry. You can go back on mixtv.tv and watch interview at any time following noon today. So it's a real privilege to have the first interview with the governor as he gets ready for this special session, which is going to be about a lot more than just the Education Freedom Act, but quite a bit happening, obviously, as always, in our state. And, of course, ahead of next month's State of the State address. There is more news. All area school systems back on a regular schedule today, except for Ray County schools. They're running on a 2-hour delay. Volkswagen negotiating their first contract with the United Auto Workers at the Chattanooga plant. More on that. And TVA says that they set a record on Wednesday morning for power usage. It surpassed the previous peak in January 2024. So those stories and more coming up in full detail, plus more on that. The shooting at the Antioch High School yesterday. We're also going to get the governor's reaction on that, all coming up.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway or DonLedford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras. The interstate is still looking good. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Exciting changes are happening at Southland Finance. They're still here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. You can call or stop by their Cleveland office. Find out how Southland Finance is growing to serve you. They're located at the corner of Peerless Road and 25th Street. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Hi, this is Jay and Brittany Hagee from Alon Planning Partners. What do you think your biggest expense in retirement will be? Healthcare? Housing cost? Inflation? This may come as a surprise, but it's actually taxes. Most every one of you listening has an IRA, a 401k, or some type of tax-qualified account, which means all of that money isn't yours. You have a partner in those accounts. It's Uncle Sam.
So the real question is, how do you keep more of your...
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal, PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world, and I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a busy man? Listen to how Direct Primary Care Associates has helped men like Mike Kelly.
I imagine like most men, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm very busy with my life.
And the problem with going to other urgent care places is you can go there and sit, and you don't know how long you're going to be, and I have other appointments that I may have to get to. With this, you know when you're going to be here. I was spending over $70 a month medication through my other insurance. Here, I haven't paid a dime. I haven't had to pay for anything. So just that alone in the last 8 months saved me over $500. And I'm telling you right now, as a man, I know how much energy it takes to even call in and have to get some help, because we don't like to ask for help. But these are here to help you. This is what this is designed for, is to help you.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Mix 1041, good morning. Hey, Fruit Loops?
Yes, boss.
So, I know you have a very hard to deal with agent that we've had to deal with to get you. So, will your agent will you do commercials?
No.
What?
What does that mean?
My agent doesn't allow me to do commercials. But if you ask me, Steve, I'd be happy to do it.
I think we've got the spot just for you. Bridget and I were just talking about it off the air.
What is this?
I'm not telling you. You will. As a matter of fact, you know what we ought to do? Later this morning, if you can find the script, he can do it live. And he will have to, I tell you what, and you'll have to come in here. This is going to happen before 8. So get the script, have him come in here, and you're going to hand it to him, and he's going to read it live. Yeah. And tell your agent I said that. And I'll tell the governor what you said. How about I'll tell the governor about your agent when I interview him later this morning, which of course here at noon here on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. All right, let's get a check now of the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Right now, get up to 5 years.
Look how cute.
But only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand delivered.
Why are you acting nervous, Bridget? What's wrong?
Time for weather. We'll have sunny skies today, a high of 42 and a low of 21 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy during the morning, overcast by afternoon, a high of 41 and a low of 18. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 46. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 18 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
You seeing all the snow on the beach?
Yes.
I saw a picture of Rosemary. They've got snow. There's snow on Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
There's snow on Destin. I mean, the apocalypse is upon us.
New Orleans, downtown New Orleans, yes.
Bourbon
Crazy.
Street.
Lots of snow.
All right. Hey, Fruit Loops. So be ready. We've got Dr. Jeff Elliot coming in here in a minute. And then sometime after that, before 8, we're going to have you read this spot, okay? And we're going to do it live.
Sounds great, boss.
No, he doesn't care. He does not care.
Not right now, he doesn't.
Well, he will. 7:30. Well, it's fun. Now, see? Now you're bringing negativity in. There's nothing negative about it. Good Lord. 7:30.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Hey, Fruit Loops. Hey, Fruit.
Yes, boss.
It's a, well, the reason Bridget's over here giggling, like we're in health class, is it is a medical commercial.
I believe it.
Well, you'll get to read it live for the public. Here, we'll do it after Dr. Elliot, sometime here in the next few minutes. All right.
I'll do whatever you need, boss.
Yeah.
Again, you say that now.
Big joke. All right. Well, and hey, we'll talk later. Actually, on the air. All right, it's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. Good morning. It's 7:31. Sports sponsored in part by the Town Squire. New Year's savings now at the Town Squire. Larry and his staff would love to see you. Dress and casual slacks and sportswear. Latest styles by Mountain Khaki, Southern Tide, Pilar, Ballin, Hager, Johnny O. Jeans by 34 Heritage. Come on in. The Town Squire, locally owned and operated for over 47 years. Stewart Park Plaza, Key Street, Cleveland, the home of personal service. Well, big congratulations going out this morning to the Lake Forest Lady Bruins. They are the JV district champions. They defeated Ocoee Middle last night, 41-28. And they did it on Richie Stevenson. Well, today's his birthday. So good morning to Lake Forest. Your leader's birthday is today. Hopefully you all bow and kiss the ring, and hopefully you've got a gift, which, knowing Richie, should be edible. Anyway, congratulations, the Lady Bruins at the Australian Open. Sabalenka in the women's championship. The women's finals, she'll play either Keys or not Sabalenka, it's Iga Swiatek. Swiatek's number one in the world. And so Sabalenka will meet the winner of that matchup. Hey, Bridget, they were playing when I left. Do you care to Google that and see if that's over? And by the way, we have, Dr. Elliot, we have 10 remote controls to this television here. I do not know which one to use. It's the Australian Open, the women's semis right now. Keys and Swiatek still going. Can you tell who's leading? You're in your tennis. You played tennis for Bradley. Can you tell me who's leading? Keys is up. Madison Keys, the United States. All right. Yeah, but here's Dr. Elliot. Don't get excited. She's probably wrong. Okay, she is fake news. Oh, they're in the third set, 4-3. Who's leading in the third? Keys. Hello, Brandy. Come on in. Keys leading in the third. All right. And by the way, we're on the air, but we're talking like we're not because we don't care. And everything's fine. How are you? Happy New Year. Good to see you. Lady Vols at Texas tonight, 8 o'clock on Mix 104.1, presented by TVFCU. And then the Jets hired Detroit Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn as the new head coach of the New York Jets. Coming up next, our friend, the Cleveland City Schools director, Dr. Jeff Elliott. Stand by.
At Wholesale Supply, Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work, and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
My name is Mark Road Truck. My job has me on the road a lot. When I decided to get a new EV, it was a no-brainer that Don Ledford is where I was going to go. The selling experience was fantastic. When I made the decision to buy the EV, I had heard concerns of what's called range anxiety. You've got a certain range you can go, and you got to charge up. The Chevrolet app is fantastic, and it really put my range anxiety at ease. I recommend Don Ledford to everyone because they treat you like family.
Keys and Swiatek. That's pretty good. All right, so we have now officially the director of Cleveland City Schools, Dr. Jeff Elliot. Dr. Elliot, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. Great to be here.
Well, thank you for coming, and I invited, I had Dr. Cash on last week and yes. Now you, and really wanted to concentrate on the governor and his Education Freedom Act, as he calls it, called a special session on January 27th. I know your Board of Education, I believe earlier this week or maybe late last week, did a resolution really against this act. Tell me your thoughts on this and where the city school system is.
Okay, yeah, sure. Our board met a couple of weeks ago to start looking at how they wanted to word the resolution and take a look at the approach. And we spent some time, each board member, thinking about it. And we had a special call meeting last Friday morning and spent some time in that really analyzing and each board member sharing. And then we were able to come up with and come together and have this resolution that we submitted and shared out with you guys and with the community here, a full unanimous opposition to the proposed bill that's going to be discussed next week. And so with that, we know there's a lot to unravel. And so we really dissected that, and we narrowed down into three main components in that when you read the board's resolution there related to that. And so those pieces that I wanted to just share with you guys are, first of all, we just want everybody to focus again on public schools. We want to keep the focus on public schools, prioritize the investments in those public schools. We have a lot of great things happening over the last few years by the state, and we appreciate the funding that we've received in public education. Not only did we have the ESSER dollars that were going on during post-pandemic times, but we also had the TISA funds and the changeover over the last couple of years in receiving funding with that. One of the aspects that's been very positive for us in public ed is the increased funds for our teachers. We know that is one of our primary focus areas, is to increase the pay for our teachers and our staff, and we want to continue to do that. And a couple of years ago, because of that funding, our board took the step to increase that pay, and we're one of the school systems that led the way, and we want to continue to do that. So we're that was a very positive thing. The other positive aspects that we've seen over the last couple of years as far as these investments in public ed that we want to do is CTE. In our region, in our county, in our city, our school systems, we do great things in the world of CTE. You can walk into our schools, over at the Pie Center, wherever in Cleveland and Bradley County, you see tremendous things, and that is because of the support that we've received from the state. And so we want to see this momentum going and to continue on. And the last piece of that part of the point one is, as far as investment, is we are able, our school board, because of the investment of TISA funds, we've been able to also put priority on class sizes, especially that entry point at kindergarten. And 2 years ago, and we continue to have the goal to bring our class sizes down because we see momentum with our classrooms and management and addressing the needs of our students by doing that. But all we ask is, let's not change that momentum up with some other alternative that's on the plate right now. And that was where the board is coming from on that first point. We had a couple other points that the board really wanted to hit on, and that was accountability. We have accountability pieces that our staff and our school systems and school systems across the state are responsible for, to answer for, because these are our public dollars, and we want to be transparent with our budgets, but also accountability in how we deliver our instructional time, how we're providing the academic outcomes that we need, the financial impact, and looking at the dollars that are being spent. We have a lot of accountability there is asked of us. So we're asking, what is that accountability that's going to be with individuals in private schools receiving these public dollars? What we hear, and we know that parent responses are very positive when they go to private schools. But if you go to any of our schools locally, we have wonderful schools in our city school system, tremendous schools, also in our region, tremendous schools. You're going to ask majority of our parents, and they're going to say they're pleased with our schools. So that is the question that our board wanted to ask, is what are the accountabilities to be fiscal responsible taxpayer citizens? How are we going to address that for those individuals who receive the public dollars going to the private schools. So that was the second point. And then the third point is just, again, being transparent. We're asking, let's really be transparent. If we're going to expand this, across the state, as we know, there's been 3 public school systems who have gone down this road the last couple of years related to the vouchers, Memphis, Nashville, and Hamilton County. And we really don't have full results of how that progress is making for those students who have made that transfer from the public schools into the private schools. In fact, the early indication is the results are not positive. In Metro Nashville, if we look at public schools and the results of that over the last couple of years, in fact, if you compare the data of those individuals that have gone into those private schools, their scores are less than the ones in the Metro Nashville public schools. And the funding was diverted from the Metro Nashville area to support that. So, again, to stay on track here for public schools and Cleveland City Schools, what our goal is to keep the momentum going in the right direction. We're seeing a lot of positive results in Cleveland City Schools. Our graduation is up in the highest at Cleveland High School than it's ever been in the history. We're excited about that. We're seeing great strides we're making gains in reading. We're continuing to work on our math. Our ACT continues to climb, and we want to keep that momentum going. And so that's where our board is coming from with this resolution.
We're joined by Dr. Jeff Elliot. He's the director of Cleveland City Schools. On a programming note, I'll be joined by Governor Bill Lee in an interview that we're going to tape this morning that we will air at noon today. And we're honored to be the first interview he's going to do about this special session, which is January 27th. Dr. Elliot, just maybe a final question here. Is there anything positive about his idea here?
Well, one of the things that we hear a lot of times is the word school choice. And I think we have to understand that as a parent, yes, you have school choice there. We've always had that. I mean, we're very blessed in our country and our state to be able to say that. And so we want to continue that. But the positive aspects of it for us we're seeing a limited positive aspects of this, really, to be honest. There is a piece there that in the bill that is proposing to give our teachers a $2,000 bonus, a one-time bonus. That's wonderful. Again, anytime we can honor and recognize the hard work of our teachers and our staff, let's do it. But we really want to see that ongoing and continue to see that increase. And that's our goal, is to support our teachers every way we can. So if you could say, if you're looking at the draft bill, that would be the positive that I would look at there.
Dr. Jeff Elliot, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your views.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Brandy King, I want you to come up here for a second. Brandy was in another life, Sarah Jennings.
Yes.
So Brandy just told me off the air, you saw me on. Come on up. Come on up. Get out of the way, Dr. Elliot. We've got serious business. Now I know that was fairly serious. This is really serious. You said that you saw Rogers and I on Channel 3 the other day, and how do you think it went?
Absolutely perfect.
Okay.
Professionals, broadcasting professionals, all the way
Come
around.
on.
This is Sarah Jennings
really
from Channel 9. Now, here's my problem. With what Julie Edwards, and I love her, but what she did, and by the way, I don't know if you know, did you see the beginning when she said I was her favorite guest they ever had?
I can imagine that you would be.
And I'd say
course.
Don Welsh would have said the same thing, and you would have said the same thing.
Yes, absolutely.
But they got this brand new multi-million-dollar studio. David Carroll stopped getting a paycheck. So anyway, and they had this pillow behind me.
It's for your back.
It's a lumbar pillow. I took that thing and threw it. I said, what are we doing here? I mean, you would never have done. That's so unprofessional of Julie, and you know that.
Julie,
come on,
Julie
Brandy.
is wonderful. She is amazing.
I know.
And you did a great job.
Well,
absolutely,
thank you.
for sure. You got to watch out for the lumbar pillows, though. They'll sneak up on you.
They didn't do that at Channel 9 back in the day.
You know, I have slick pants on today. I almost slid out of the chair in the break room earlier. It can happen anywhere.
That was my nickname at Cleveland High School, by the way. Slick pants. That's a whole other story. All right, come on. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Great to see. I had to get you on there. All right, we'll come right back in just a moment. We do have a lot more to talk about coming up.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah. You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
A very special broadcast, Bridget, and we're calling it a tribute to Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, our colleague for 10 years, Dwayne Williams, was of course, he passed away this past Saturday, and so we're going to remember him tomorrow morning for the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
And we have got a lot of folks going to come by or call in or whatever.
Yeah,
so
it'll truly be a special morning tomorrow. You'll definitely want to tune in.
It's going to be the entire broadcast tomorrow. It's called A Tribute to Dwayne. We'll start at 7 a.m. tomorrow and go until 9, and you can listen or watch Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Also tonight, live coverage of the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce annual meeting, I believe the 99th. Next year will be 100. And for the first time, we'll be at the Bradley County Schools Pie Center tonight. And we've got the highest awards going to Barry Ray. I said he could win my award over my dead body. And he's going to test that theory, apparently. I'm going to present that to Barry tonight. The Robert W. Varnell Award. He's a wonderful man. Legacy, the Legacy Senior Living. And then Isaac Libby, Best Buy Metals, is going to receive the M.C. Hedrick Free Enterprise Award. That is tonight, being presented by Jim Workman, which means we'll probably be there another year, so it could be good tonight. So all of that. Coming up tonight, we'll have it live, Fruit Loops, I believe, on mixtv.tv, beginning at 6 o'clock. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, Gideon Ratcliffe will be there covering it tonight, so it'll be good. It'll be at the Pie Center, so we're excited to be there.
I just said that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited to be there.
I'm going to Westmore, where I was last year. Anyway, no.
Look, hey, we had just snowed the night before when we went to Westmore last year, and so the sidewalk was completely ice getting in and out of the back of that place. So
I
it's very dangerous.
I remember carrying all the equipment in myself.
Yeah,
so,
whatever.
All right, so now don't hand it to him yet. Okay. So Austin is going to do a commercial. We need you to do this.
Okay.
Live on the air.
Okay.
And have we set the tape? I guess we can go back and get the audio to use it in the future. Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah, that means no, but fine. Okay, Bridget, Bridget has, is this in handwriting?
Yes.
Look, is this like the CHI spots? I've seen these before.
I do not. I said it's medical, but I don't need you guess it. Come here. No,
okay.
Hand it to me. Let me see it.
I didn't have time to type it up for you. I'm sorry.
I wanted to make sure he could read it. Now, you have to read this immediately.
Yes.
And a matter of fact, I'm going to give him a 3, 2, 1, and we're going to tape it. All right. Oh yeah. Get all your coughing out. No. I said on 3, 2, 1, go.
So this is a spot. Okay. All right. Tennessee Valley Urology is the home of the no scalpel vasectomy. Find out more at TennesseeUrology.com or call 423-472-3201.
Terrible. Dr. McIntyre just fell out of his truck.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take 2 here.
Okay.
It's vasectomy, not bisectomy.
Vasectomy.
Okay, yes, and we need a little.
That's how it's spelled.
Here,
That's
I'm
okay.
sure my phone will start buzzing any day now. All right, so here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Tennessee Valley Urology is the home of the no scalpel vasectomy. Vasectomy? Find out more at TennesseeUrology.com or call 423-472-3201. I think that one's perfect.
Let's do it. Let's do it one more time for him.
Okay.
I'm going to text Jennifer right now. You're going to be in so much trouble.
Well, Sheriff Lawson, Jimmy Logan, where are you?
Oh, my goodness.
All right. And
isn't there HIPAA laws against this or something?
Let me tell you. Forget her. This is a medical commercial. I need you to be as serious as you possibly can. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1.
Tennessee Valley Urology is the home of the no scalpel vasectomy. Find out more at TennesseeUrology.com or call 423-472-3201.
You got the website wrong?
We can probably copy and paste. That's good. Thank you. Thanks, Austin. Appreciate you.
Okay, I thought that was Senator
good.
Adam Lowe. What do you think?
That's good.
Yeah, well.
Give it an 8.
8 of what? 100?
I'll let you set this up.
All right, get out. We can use it.
Thanks, Austin.
We can use the third one.
Whatever.
Now read the website clean one more time.
Okay.
It's Tennessee Valley. What is it?
TN Valley Urology.
What is it?
TNValleyUrology.com.
Oh, what a horrible sounding website. They need me to do it.
Find out more.
McIntyre, what's wrong with you? Go ahead.
Find out more at TNValleyUrology.com or call 423-472-3201.
Boom, we'll use it. Good job. All right, Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Topping our list today, my Olivia. Olivia Forrester is 23 today. She's a student over at Lee University.
23?
Yes.
DZT, is that right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Campus choir, very busy.
Campus choir.
We may see her next week sometime.
Here's a lead singer right here. Is that right? Were you a lead singer?
Well, once a singer, always a singer.
Tried out for Voices of Lee. Got turned down how many times?
Danny Murray was the biggest rejection of my life. But shortly thereafter, my wife said yes, so that was, it kind of offset. You can't win at everything, Steve. Can't win at everything.
I don't know, Danny or Rachel. That's
I'll take that. I'll land right where I'm at every day.
Every day. All right, brother.
Logan Long is 18 today, a senior at Bradley Central, where he's part of the Vocal Motion Show Choir. His choir performed at our Empty Stocking Fund finale. That is from his mom, dad, and family.
With a match point right here in the Australian Open. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Richie Stevenson, principal at Lake Forest Middle School, celebrating today.
Ah, bless him.
Also, Harold Sluter and Angie Green both celebrated birthdays yesterday. And then Tyler Dilbeck is celebrating today. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank Celebration List. Visit the new location of Simmons Bank here in Cleveland, the corner of Keith Street and Stewart Road. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
Senator Adam Lowe joins us. And, Senator, I wanted to get an update on what's been happening in the first week, I believe the first week of the session last week. But then also, just now, I don't know if you heard Dr. Elliot on with us. And, look, the Education Freedom Act is public schools, obviously, around the state are coming out against this. I'm going to be joined by the governor later at noon today to talk about this. What is your take on this, and what are you hearing in the halls of Nashville?
Well, first, let me say I was with my friend George Gray out of town celebrating our birthdays this weekend when we got the news about Dwayne. And I just an opportunity to say what an amazing man. Yeah. He worked closely with us when I had Man Up America, which was on one of your radio networks, and it wouldn't have happened without him. Always just a pleasure to work with and be around, and he's going to be missed. So just my condolences to your team and to the station on losing such a valuable person. And he'll be remembered, I think, very, very strongly and fondly in this community. The governor has called a special session next week, and we are taking up 3 issues in that special session. And ironically, all 3 of them will pass through the committees that I'm on and co-chair. One of those issues, we'll kind of get the ones out of the way that are less controversial. But I would like to say, even though it's 3 issues in the special call, they're not tied to one another. They kind of move alongside one another through the committee process, and they were called for very different reasons. So the big one's disaster aid to Northeast Tennessee, and some of that's just timeliness. Things we have to do at the state level to make sure our cooperation with the federal government and FEMA and getting reimbursed for that disaster takes place accordingly. So it behooves us to go ahead and knock that out in a special session. The second issue is illegal immigration, and some of that is because of the administration change and some of the information that we've gotten from the Trump administration at the federal level that says we need to get some of our ducks in a row with policies in Tennessee should the environment around how we report, track, monitor, and even cooperate with federal authorities when it comes to illegal immigration in the state of Tennessee. Anybody who was watching the State of the Union saw Trump label the cartels as terrorist organizations. That is a very significant executive order. It's not arbitrary. It's not just a label. It changes how we pursue those folks, what happens in Tennessee with those gangs that are affiliated, and with fentanyl in our state. So we're going to use some of that time in special session to button up some policies around illegal immigration. So the Education Freedom Act, which has been a year-long conversation, I've had several town halls in the district. We have polled extensively. We've talked to family and friends. And like you said, there has been kind of a groundswell of school boards coming out against it. And then recently, Bradley County Commission also passed a resolution saying that they were against it as well. You know, this is sensitive because Politics 101 says, you know, I'm supposed to come on here and praise all of my colleagues in local government and in the school boards, and I will. It's a tough task. It really is. And they do a great job of advocating for the folks that they represent. But at some point in the process in Nashville, somebody has to represent the parents. Everybody has a lobby. The school directors have a lobby in Nashville, TOSS. The School Board Association lobbies in Nashville. The NEA, National Education Union, it lobbies in Nashville. The Tennessee Teachers Union lobbies in Nashville. And the ACLU has driven every narrative against school choice in Tennessee from day one. In fact, I can show you the ACLU email, and it almost reads like every resolution we get from every school board. So my grandfather used to say, you're known by the company you keep. And so if you want to ask me who's fighting school choice in Tennessee, who's fighting the Opportunity Scholarship, who's giving people the word vouchers and giving them the toxic language of it's going to hurt our public schools, I'm going to tell you it starts at the top with the ACLU and the Teachers Union at the national level. And they don't have to come and lobby our local communities. They go directly to those state lobbying organizations, the School Board Association, the Director of Schools Association, and there's so much pressure on our local educators and officials. Even the county commission has their association. But you know who doesn't have an association in Nashville? Parents. They don't. So I've always positioned myself, because I believe parents are the most capable of making educational decisions for their kids. And this scholarship, and it really is, it works like the Hope Scholarship. It is not a voucher. That is a distinctive word. That is the process of handing a family money or a check, the equivalent of we're not handing any parents any checks. It is a scholarship like Hope works. In fact, the growth of this is proposed to be used out of lottery money. You've heard people say our tax dollars. Well, in case you're buying lottery tickets, the growth of this won't even be on your tax dollars. This is an opportunity scholarship. The people who are fighting it are the same folks who are just always wrong about everything. If we listen to resolutions on behalf of the School Board Association, we'd have an income tax in Tennessee. In 1999, they were the largest proponent of a state income tax, the Tennessee School Board Association. In fact, if we listened to just the local resolutions, we'd have a wheel tax in Bradley County. If we listened to them just 2 years ago on the literacy law, so much was scared. They scared parents and families, saying that 60% of our kids were going to be retained in third grade because of Tennessee's literacy law. You know why that's quieted? Because we're 2 years later, we're 8 points up in literacy in Tennessee, and less than 1% of students have been retained. Those projections were wrong, and what I'm here to say is all of the things that have been sold to the folks to scare them around the Opportunity Scholarship are just as wrong. Schools cannot lose revenue under this bill that's proposed. All it does is give parents control. And I'll be honest, everybody wants the money. Public schools want the money. The private schools want the money. Everybody's lobbying for the money. This bill's pretty simple. Who do you let make that decision? Parents. And I believe parents are capable, and I believe in parents. And some people don't believe in parents. And I can only say to the folks listening out there, I've sat in many meetings with our colleagues across the local community, and even had one school board member in this community say directly, well, I don't believe that. I don't believe parents are capable of making educational decisions for their children, to which my response was, please say that in your campaign next go around and see if you don't have an opponent. So there's the reality of what's happening. We are fighting in Tennessee the same kind of demons from the federal level that constantly fight any reform related to education. This is a bill that will affect less than 1% of students in the state of Tennessee. It's not going to remove money from the public coffers and how it's structured to fund. And it really is very simple, because I have a lot of lobbyists in my office asking me not to vote for this. And they're the School Board Association and the Teachers Union and the ACLU. But I'm trying to listen to the families that walk in my office and say, listen, I don't have a big, powerful lobby, but what I do is I have a kid who's stuck in a zip code. I have a kid who's really, really smart and could benefit from the private school over here. I have a kid that wants to go to a different public school, but we need help with transportation. Those are the conversations that matter the most. And so when I look at what we're trying to do at the state level, I keep that in mind. And I know the bill's not going to be perfect, but what I'm saying is I think we could have a perfect bill and we would have the same resistance, because there's always resistance to educational reform in the state of Tennessee.
All right. Senator Adam Lowe, we'll have to leave it there,
Yeah.
and I do appreciate you coming. And, hey, keep us updated on the session, if you will.
You got it. A special session starts on Monday. Again, we'll take up those 3 issues. Really watch the immigration discussions and debate. I am on Senate Education this year, so I will have an opportunity to kind of quiz the witnesses that come before us on the Opportunity Scholarship. And so to those who really want to get into the nitty-gritty and see who's doing what, tune into that. All of that's live streamed and transparent. This bill has been transparent since day one. It'll continue to be.
All right. Thank you, Senator. And this program reminder, we will be joined by Governor Bill Lee at noon today. We'll have a special interview. Matter of fact, his first interview. He's going to do a round of media interviews around the state, but we are his first, and we're honored by that. So the governor will join us at noon today on Mix 1041, also on mixtv.tv. But if for some reason you can't listen or watch at noon today, don't forget, you can go back and watch it anytime you want on mixtv.tv. And we'll come back. We have our full news coming up in a moment.
News update is brought to you by Jim Rush Funeral and Cremation Services, serving families for more than 45 years. 2 locations, Wildwood and North Ocoee. JimRushFuneralHomes.com.
Roadhog!
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway or DonLedford.com, where they say yes. We have a couple of accidents working this morning. One is going to be on 25th Street right there in front of City Cafe. And then also another one, APD 40, right there. It's going to be before you get to the interstate. So again, that's APD 40 right before and near exit 25 there off of I-75, and then 25th Street in front of City Cafe. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamb Con Ready Mix. With over 40 years experience.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world, and I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Cheers covers. Right now, you can save as much as 57% off on a host of Mermaid mattresses where you'll find your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com. All right, for today, sunny skies, a high of 42 and a low of 21 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy early in the day, becoming overcast later in the afternoon, a high of 41 and a low of 18. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 46. Your current Milligan vane temperature is 17 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster.
President Trump is sending 1,500 more troops to start to the southern border to help with deportation flights for migrants already in custody. He tells Fox's Sean Hannity so-called sanctuary cities protecting people in the country illegally could lose federal funding.
We're trying to get rid of them. We're trying to end them, and a lot of the people in those communities don't want them. You know, California is a big example.
Would you cut off their money?
I might have to do that. Sometimes that's the only thing you can do.
Meantime, he's naming the head of his Secret Service security detail, Sean Curran, as Secret Service director. 7 police officers are shot and wounded in San Antonio, Texas, responding to a call about a suicidal man barricaded inside an apartment.
The suspect was found to be deceased. We don't know if he was shot by a self-inflicted wound or whether or not shot by SWAT officers.
San Antonio Police Chief William McManus says the man was arrested last Saturday on assault and drunk driving charges and was free on bond. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning, and it's 11 minutes after 8, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Hey, a couple of program reminders. I'll be joined by Governor Bill Lee in an exclusive interview coming up. We're going to air the interview at noon today on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. If you can't watch or listen to the governor at noon, you can go back and watch anytime on MixTV.tv. Obviously, a lot to talk about. If you've been with us for a while, you know that we had Dr. Jeff Elliot, we had Senator Adam Lowe, especially talking about this gubernatorial special session, which begins on Monday and includes the Education Freedom Act, which, as you know, probably is controversial both ways. So we're going to talk about that with the governor, among other things, coming up at noon. Again, that's at noon today. Governor Bill Lee, and we're glad he's given us his first interview ahead of this special session. He's doing a media tour around the state, but we are up first, and we appreciate that. All right. Schools back in session all over the state, all over the region this morning. And everybody back on a normal schedule. TVA said they set a power record on Wednesday morning. 35,319 megawatts of power. That surpassed the previous peak in January 2024. We registered 9 degrees yesterday morning here in Cleveland. And a couple other notes here. State news, it was a 17-year-old shooter who killed himself after fatally wounding a female student in a shooting at the Antioch High School on Wednesday. 2 other students injured and being treated at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Tonight, the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce annual meeting will be held for the first time at the Bradley County Schools Pye Center. It starts at 6 o'clock. It's going to be a full house tonight. The biggest event for business and commerce of the year in Cleveland and Bradley County. The 2 major award winners tonight. The MC Hedrick Free Enterprise Award will be presented to Isaac Libby. Isaac is a wonderful man, is the owner of Best Buy Metals. And then the Robert W. Varnell Jr. Leadership Award will be presented by me to Barry Ray. Any advice as I present Barry Ray?
Which is why I won't be in attendance tonight. Because
you didn't come last year.
Nope, sure didn't.
Yep. Skip that. What now? There is another thing happening today. Is that right?
It's Olivia's birthday.
Yes. Like I said last year, you should get your priorities straight.
Yeah.
And then a very serious note. Folks, look, you're going to want to be in tune tomorrow morning. I saw something that Austin put together, made me cry, quite frankly, last night. It'll be very special. Now, it's not going to be all tears. We're having a tribute to Dwayne tomorrow. Dwayne. So many of you have reached out. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. We feel your prayers, but direct those prayers to Karen Williams and Ashley and Brittany and their family. Thank you. It will be, I feel, and usually I'm right about these things, I feel like it's going to be one of the most special broadcasts we've ever had tomorrow morning.
We're calling it A Tribute to Dwayne. And there's going to be a couple opportunities, Martin, you need to be ready for this, that this audience will be able to call in. Now, you can text beginning now. And we're going to read, Bridget will be reading these on the air. I'm going to be joined by my co-host tomorrow morning, Stephen Shelton and Josh Rogers. And for some reason, Dwayne loved them.
He sure did.
He loved the unlovable, just like the Lord. But and let me say this, and it's not going to be sad and down and maudlin either. Okay, now it's sad. It's very sad. But Dwayne would not, trust me, I've worked with him for 10 years. He wouldn't want a bunch of downtrodden, it's good. Yeah, there's going to be some of that, sure. Bridget, remind everyone of his service schedule. I know the community's asking.
Yeah, so that is going to be happening on Sunday. Visitation is from 2 until 4 o'clock, and then the service begins at 4, and all of that will be happening at First United Methodist here in Cleveland.
You know, it'd help if I turned the volume up, but maybe the Lord's intervening here, doesn't want to hear Mark Shepard. Who does?
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Key Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Breaking news. American Madison Keys has defeated the number one ranked player in the world, Iga Swiatek. Hey, Griffin. Right. Madison Keys to the final. And I'd say she's probably the first American in the Australian Open final. Maybe since a Williams sister, probably Serena. Hey, Griffin, check me on that. Or Shari, or one of my tennis friends out there. Sylvia Coates, I don't know. We got a bunch of them. Anyway, that's great. Madison Keys to the final. That's a big upset, folks, at the Australian Open. It's happening live right now, where it's after midnight in Melbourne. Chuck Evans, help me out there. 17 after 8, Bridget.
Okay, let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway or donledford.com, where they say yes. Crews are working at a couple of accidents here locally. One is going to be on 25th Street right there in front of City Cafe, and the other one on APD 40 just before I-75 right there at exit 20. So APD 40 just before you get to the interstate, and then 25th Street in front of City Cafe. As we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is looking good this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. Now is a great time to join the Y. Pay no joining fee when you join in the month of January. Find out more at clevelandtnymca.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Hello, it's Medicare Minutes again with Medicare Misty. I am so excited to share some other good news with you. Medicare Minutes are hopefully going to be about all good news.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga, with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. One of the most intimidating things in the truck buying process is you just don't want to talk to people sometimes. Don Ledford Chevrolet just isn't that place. And that's my favorite thing about this property is you just feel like a friend. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships in Cleveland and the Chattanooga area. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah. Roger Pickett.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
And we're going to be talking about the Cleveland High Hall of Fame in just a moment. Bridget.
Okay, for today, sunny skies, a high of 43 and a low of 22 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy early in the day, becoming cloudy later in the afternoon, a high of 41 and a low of 19 tomorrow night. And then mainly sunny on Saturday with a high of 46. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 17 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
And we're joined by two of my dear friends, Kelly Bender and Coach Mike Conley, representing Cleveland High this morning. Good morning, guys. How are you? Well, you know what? How about turn your mics on? I learned everything at Cleveland High School. All right, there we go. How you doing, Kelly Bender?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Steve?
I'm doing good, Coach Conley. He was my health teacher, by the way, there in middle school.
Don't tell me how many years ago. I don't.
Junior high school. An excellent one, I am sure.
Very good, very good. All right, Kelly, let's turn it over to you. It's a big time here.
It is, Steve. We're here to talk about the Cleveland High School Hall of Fame. It's that time of year, and we are starting to accept nominations for this year's class. And so Mike and I wanted to come as representatives of the committee saying, if you know a graduate from Cleveland High School that's been out of school more than 10 years, you know, they can be nominated for the Hall of Fame, and we would love to have those nominations in.
Mike Conley, you're a Hall of Famer. What did it mean to you?
Oh, my goodness. Just recognition for the time that you put in. And you don't do the job for that recognition, but it's nice to get it and notice and to be recognized by your peers and stuff. And it Cleveland High, Cleveland City Schools has been my life, so it meant a lot to me.
You know, Steve, I'll tell you, when Mike was nominated, I had the privilege of introducing him. And so I said to the students, if you had Coach Conley in class, would you please stand up? And you cannot believe all of the students that stood up and started clapping for him. Yeah, it was great. It was really, really cool. It was
Jeff
great.
Elliot stood up, so there you go.
Who did?
Jeff Elliot.
Jeff Elliot stood up, and we couldn't tell.
So,
okay. Who am I to talk? Anyway, we're joined by our friends Kelly Bender and Mike Conley. All right, Kelly, we got you've motivated some thinking, I'm sure. What do you tell people? What do they need to do?
I tell people that if they're interested in nominating someone, that they go to Cleveland City Schools and then to Cleveland High School, go to their website. There's a tab on there that says Hall of Fame. Just click on Hall of Fame. It will walk you through the entire nomination process. The things that we look for, Mike, you want to share with them what we're looking for?
First of all, is outstanding achievement. You need to tell about the person's outstanding achievement. They contributed after school, after high school, what they've done, everything they've done with their career. That's the first one. Go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah, life of service, all the things they've done for the community. You know, people sometimes give us lots of information about their career, but we want to know what they've done in the community. How have they impacted the community? So that's huge.
And then you have to do community impact, how they've helped with the community, what their focus is, what all they're involved in with the community. Things like this is important also.
Yeah, and then the heart of a Raider. You know, we all hold that dear to us. We know what the heart of a Raider is. If you've ever walked those halls at Cleveland High School, you know what it means to be a Raider, and you know what it means to serve others as a Raider. And so the heart of a Raider, community impact, your life of service, and outstanding achievement are the things that are looked for in that nomination.
You folks, if you've got someone in mind, then remember or remind people, Kelly, what they need to do.
They need to first of all make sure they qualify. May the 1st is what Coach Conley told me it's May the 1st. So they need to be in by May the 1st. It's all an online process. If you have a problem with it, you can always call the high school and somebody can work you through that process. But you need to go to Cleveland City Schools and then Cleveland High School's website and then Hall of Fame and just work through the process. It's great.
Bridget has entered herself several times, although she did not attend Cleveland. She went to Bradley. And they've started a Hall of Fame, as you've heard.
They have.
And I thought it was nice. Their first act was that Bridget will never be in it. Never be in it.
I will tell you, Steve, the great thing about this, it is an honor, as Mike said, but the reason we started the Hall of Fame was to bridge the alumni with the students at Cleveland High School.
Right.
And after that presentation in the morning, all of those former students, the new Hall of Fame members, go to classes and they talk to the students and they let them ask questions about careers. We've had a lot of people that have helped open doorways to students in careers that they were very interested in because of this Hall of Fame program.
All right, get involved. If you know they match up to the qualifications, Cleveland High School Hall of Fame. Kelly Bender, Coach Conley, thank you so much.
You know what we're going to say?
There we go.
It's a great day to be a Raider.
There we go. Back in a moment.
Michael Roman with RMR.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Today's YMCA is not the YMCA you remember. Our equipment is top of the line, where unfamiliar meets familiar. Our tech is elevated, enhanced by a team member that knows you. New spaces, friendly faces. We're committed to helping you feel your best. From high-energy workouts with friends to me time, to quality time with family, the Y is where you belong. Our welcoming team will help you reach your wellness goals. A new year, a fresh start. Begin again at the Y.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Yeah, they're going to need to call Logan Thompson.
Give me Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson?
I'm going to need Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson. Don't worry, dear. We have Logan Thompson. I got to call Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson! If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah. Law.com. I'll be joined by Governor Bill Lee for an exclusive interview at noon today. We're going to play that at noon on Mix 104.1 Radio, also on mixtv.tv. It's going to be a very interesting interview because of all the things happening, especially the governor's special session, which he has called for Monday of the state legislature. So you can tune in for that noon today, Mix 104.1 Radio, mixtv.tv. And remember, folks, on mixtv.tv, you can go back and watch that at any time.
This news update is brought to you by Wright Pediatric Dentistry, now open in Cleveland on Paul Huff Parkway behind McAllister's, accepting new patients. Call Wright Pediatric Dentistry at 423-910-3055.
Roadhog!
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway or donledford.com, where they say yes. Crews are working on a couple of accidents here locally. One is on 25th Street in front of City Cafe, and the other on APD 40. They're just before you get to the interstate. So be aware of both of those as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras. The interstate is still looking good this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Larry and the Town Squire greeting 2025 with a selection of merchandise.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Mix1041.com, 834 inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Right now, get up to 5 years no interest financing and free local delivery on Tempur-Pedic, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand delivered.
All right, for today, sunny skies, a high of 43 and a low of 22 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy early in the day, cloudy by the afternoon, a high of 41 and a low of 19. And then mainly sunny on Saturday with a high of 46. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 17 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
All right, this weather is sponsored by Life Care Cleveland, Life Care Centers America, and their Cleveland location. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, Hello Human Kindness. Sports sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Lady Bruins of Lake Forest are the JV district champs. They defeated Ocoee Middle last night, 41-28. Australian Open, it's going to be Sabalenka against Madison Keys. Keys defeated number 1 in the world, Iga Swiatek, just about 30 minutes ago, less than that. So Swiatek and Sabalenka early Saturday morning in the Australian Open final. Tonight, the Lady Vols at Texas. 8 o'clock here on Mix 104.1, presented by TVFCU. And the New York Jets hired Detroit Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn as their new head coach. Sports!
This half hour of Mix Morning.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. New year, new you. As we kick off a fresh start, it's the perfect time to focus on your health, especially your cardiovascular health. At the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, they are here to help you achieve a healthy you. Did you know that conditions like peripheral artery disease, varicose veins, or even undiagnosed carotid artery disease could increase your risk for heart attacks and strokes? But the good news is, improving your vascular health is simpler than you think. Start with small steps. Quit smoking, walk 30 minutes a day, and know your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, and glucose levels. At VIC, they specialize in diagnosing and treating vascular conditions before they become limb or life-threatening. With cutting-edge technology and same-week appointments, you can get the care you need without waiting. This new year, don't just make resolutions, make progress. Call the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga today at 423-602-2750 or vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
We talk with our friends from Card My Yard. We will have the governor on today at noon. It's an exclusive interview. It's his first interview that he's giving to any media organization prior to the special session, which will be called, the governor has called on Monday. A lot to talk about. So here's how that's going to work. At noon today, we'll air the interview on Mix 104.1 Radio and on MixTV.tv. But don't worry, you can't listen or watch at noon. You can go back on MixTV.tv on demand at any time. Here's another thing we're doing. We're going to have live coverage tonight of the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce annual meeting. It's a sellout if you don't have a ticket, but you can watch that live on MixTV.tv, 6 o'clock tonight. It'll be at the Bradley County Schools Pie Center. And so we're looking forward to that. Hey, our friends, Andrea Boddicker, and I got to apologize. Apparently you just took me saying your name wrong. Tasha?
Oh, you got it. Good
job.
job.
Tasha West?
Good job.
Well, I'm so sorry.
It is okay. Like I said, I'm totally used to it. When I lived in Florida, I just went by Taz because I just didn't.
I don't know why
correct
we didn't
people
get
anymore.
that gift.
Well, look, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. But anyway, I'm so sorry about that because we call her Brittany. So she's been Brittany for years.
That's
just how it goes.
Well, ladies, so I invited you back in because tell me about this contest, Andrea. What was happening?
Okay, well, Tasha's better at this point than I
Tasha,
am, but that's all right.
Well, go ahead. So what we decided, there you go. What we wanted to do, we found out, the 100 Days Smarter, or the 100 Days Day of school is tomorrow. So we were like, what can we do to help the elementary schools celebrate that since it's such a big deal? And we thought we're going to give away a free sign. But then how do we pick who we give the free sign to? So we opened it up to the public, to the community, for everybody to vote for their favorite local elementary school. And they had about 2 weeks, 2 weeks to vote. Week and a half to vote, and we pushed it everywhere. We had some of the schools share it on their pages. We kept going and pushing it, spreading it, all the groups that we could share it to, and we had a total of 138 votes.
Wow.
That's great.
And the response was amazing.
Wow.
So we you want to go ahead and announce the winner? You want me to?
Yeah, let's do it. They don't know yet.
Yeah, nobody knows.
So nobody knows.
Nobody knows. We told everybody. We told everybody to tune in today at 8:30 to find out.
We finally have listeners.
Look at this. Yeah, right.
Finally. I said her name wrong all that time. All right. All right. Here we
Drum
go.
roll.
All right,
the big winner is Charleston. Charleston had a total of 30 votes. Out of that 138 went to Charleston. And so Charleston, we will be in contact. We were going to try to get the principal on, but with school being out the last 2 days, it was going to be extremely challenging. Yes. So
I was in 3rd grade with Kirk Campbell. I've known Kirk a long time. He's not even at school. He's in bed.
Oh.
He usually goes in about 10 o'clock, 10:30. Oh, Kirk, that's a wonderful school up there. That's great.
Yeah, so we're excited. So we'll be in contact with them later today and to get the arrangements made to get the sign set up. But in addition to that, we decided, because we had a tie for the runner-ups. For second place.
Tie.
So the runner-ups, yes, it went, runner-ups are Blythe Bower and Parkview. So we decided that we are going to...
We'll reach out to them.
Yep.
And we're going to hook them up with a free sign for something else later this year.
Yeah,
before the end of the school year. So
I love it. Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner.
Yeah, so
All
lots
right.
of fun.
It's Card My Yard. Andrea, just in general, remind us what you can do for people.
Yeah, so we can set up custom greetings in your yard, in front of your business, at your event, and we can customize those greetings to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, whatever you want it to say. We've got over 150 graphics that we can help customize that sign with. And like I said last week, they're about 12 to 16 feet long and about 4 feet tall.
So they make a big
they're
statement.
Huge. They make a big statement. So,
and we have one more thing that we were going to surprise our followers with.
Okay.
When we started this contest, we had about 600, a little over 600 followers. So we were like, that's kind of close to 1,000. Maybe we can do this to kind of boost our following, try to spread the word and get more followers. So we decided that we told everybody that if they could help us get to 1,000 followers by this morning, we were going to do our biggest giveaway that we have ever done.
Yeah, we're going to do a giveaway right now.
We reached 1,000 followers last night. Thanks to everybody sharing and inviting your friends. And we still obviously don't want to stop at 1,000. So anybody who's listening, if you can hit those little 3 dots and invite all of your friends to follow us and like us. But because of you guys helping us to get there, we are going to give away 50 free signs.
Oh my goodness.
First 50 people that book an order and use the coupon code CTN50 free, all caps, you'll get a free sign.
And it's got to be the number 50.
Yeah,
CTN50
free. And we'll give away 50 free signs. The date has to be before the end of April, so we've got to set it up before the end of April. Wow. And we just really appreciate
we wanted to give back.
Steam.
And how do they /enter that? Is that on Facebook?
They go to the website.
Okay.
It's cardmyyard.com/Cleveland-TN. Yeah. She's got it.
Yeah.
It's kind of long.
That's
if you go to our
But just
Facebook
Google
page,
Card My Yard.
if
You'll
you
find
go to our Facebook page, the website's on our Facebook page.
Okay, and so again, the first 50 people who do this use the promo code CTN and the number 50.
Free.
We'll get a free sign.
Yep.
I'd go there now.
Book it.
Go
ahead
right now.
and book it. And it's got to be booked, and we have to set up the sign within 3 months. So they have till the end of April to get it set up.
Yeah, I'm with Andrea. Just Google that, Card My Yard. Is it Tennessee or Cleveland, Tennessee?
Cleveland, Tennessee.
Cleveland?
And it's on our Facebook page.
And
so
on
if
your
they go
face-
to,
that's your Facebook page.
Cleveland, or Card My Yard, Cleveland, Tennessee. That's easier to go to.
Ladies, congratulations. That's
Thank you so
wonderful.
much.
I love it. Keep us updated, okay?
We will.
Big
Thanks,
congratulations to Charleston.
Thanks, Bridget.
And on winning the contest. Coming up, we're going to hear about the Love Conference. They're coming back. It's going to be a great worship experience. Charlie Moats will be here, and I guess he's finally given his life to the Lord. We'll see. So all that coming up. Stand by.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
Look how cute. Our very own baby New Year.
But wait a minute. I thought I was going to be the baby New Year this year.
Dad, nobody wants to see you in a diaper.
Fair enough, but they still got to save money on mattresses in 2025.
Right now, save up to 57% off of last year's models during our New Year's sales event.
But only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand delivered.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we take pride in helping our neighbors protect the foundations of their homes. Now, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience serving Tennessee homeowners.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results. But with the same local team, our customers know and trust.
And we're ready to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
For a limited time, Hardee's is adding the rich goodness of maple flavor to our handcrafted favorites. For a sweet spot in your day all day, maple makes everything better, especially at Hardee's. And now enjoy breakfast till noon every day.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that?
And yes, we're on Mix 104.1 Radio, MixedTV.tv, 12 before 9. Tomorrow morning, speaking of love, we will show our love and appreciation to the late, great Dwayne Williams. Tomorrow morning, take our entire morning show. We're calling it a tribute to Dwayne. You will not want to miss it. We are going to have a number of people coming in. The public will have a chance to call or text in to us here, and Dwayne had so many friends in this community and in this area, and so we will be honoring his memory tomorrow. Bridget, remind everyone of the service times for for Dwayne on Sunday.
Yeah, that's going to be on Sunday. Visitation is from 2 to 4, and his service will be at 4 o'clock. All of that happening at First United Methodist here in Cleveland.
Let's get a final check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to Olivia Forrester today. She is 23, a student over at Lee University. Also, Logan Long is 18, a senior at Bradley Central, where he's part of the Vocal Motion Show Choir. That's from mom, dad, and family. Richie Stevenson, principal at Lake Forest Middle School, celebrating a birthday today. Harold Sluter and Angie Green both celebrated yesterday, and Tyler Dilbeck is celebrating a birthday today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us for tomorrow. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ritipest Mix Line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar Line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. You can visit the new location of Simmons Bank here in Cleveland, the corner of Keith Street and Stewart Road. Call Ken Do 423-381-3427.
Well, it's definitely one of our favorite events. It's the Love Conference. It is coming back, and we're joined by Jake Moats and Mom Michelle. How are you guys this morning?
Doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful.
Good morning to both of you. I want to begin with you, Michelle. In case folks don't know, tell us about the Love Conference.
The Love Conference is a ladies' conference that we do every year. This is our 8th year that we've done it. This will be our 3rd year at Cleveland Middle School. It started, again, 8 years ago. Our pastor reached out to me, and he was like, hey, you just have a real heart for ladies and ministry and stuff like that. Would you pray about this? So we started it 8 years ago, and we're just amazed at what God has done with it. Like when we started it, just to be honest, we were thinking it's probably a 1 year. You know, we just had no idea what was going to happen. But God has tremendously poured out and blessed, and now it's almost like a staple in the community among ladies. Like they love it, and we're so grateful for what God's done with it.
Let's go ahead and get the details out. When it's happening, you said Cleveland Middle. When is it going to take place?
February 21st and 22nd. 6:30 is service start times both night, but the Hype Squad starts at 6 o'clock. And man, you don't want to miss the Hype Squad. They are, Jake's wife Courtney heads it up, and she's just a ball of energy, just to be honest with you. So she gets everybody all amped up. This year we're excited because there'll be a DJ on stage with the Hype Squad. All kinds of fun. You know, they do the church clap. They coordinate a couple dances, and all the ladies participated. Well, I won't say all the ladies because I'm afraid I'd get hurt, but like a lot of the ladies participate in it. So anyway, it's great. It is really, really great. So pre-service at 6 o'clock and then service at 6:30, February 21st and 22nd in Cleveland Middle.
At Cleveland Middle. Jake Moats, tell me a little more about this.
It's been a super cool thing, you know, like Mom said, starting 8 years ago, you know, just in from a humble beginning, I guess, you know, I think our first year, we had somewhere between like 60 and 70 ladies there, which was great, you know, and then last year when we had like our final team meeting for the conference amongst all the teams, there was almost 70 ladies like serving on teams in some capacity, you know, whether that's greeters or servers or merch tables or whatever. So it's just been really cool to see God grow it. And then obviously, you know, the connection with Cleveland Middle School, you know, from my time working there has been great. Mr. Acciona has been great. The whole school has been great to let us use the facility for the weekend.
It's just tremendous. So we're joined by Michelle and also Jake Moats. This is mom and son here. The Love
favorite son.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a big debate at our family.
Oh, man.
I have 4 sons, and it's a big debate at our family. Who's the favorite son?
Man. That's wonderful.
They're all my favorite when I'm with them,
I was gonna
right?
say, he's here.
Yeah, he's here. So right now, he's my favorite.
All right. So we got a bunch of ladies listening right now, Michelle, who want more information. What do they need to do? How do they get it?
We just ask that you go to our Facebook page and follow us on there and click going so we can be prepared for everybody. We're fixing to put out a post that says, you know, for groups of 10 or more. So for those groups, we do ask that you register so we can make sure if you want to sit together, and we'll have seats reserved for your group or whatever. So yeah, that's really all you do. There's no charge.
I was going to say, is there admission?
There is no admission.
Wow.
And that is thankful. While on that note, I'll pull this up here.
Sure.
Because we're thankful for our sponsors, that we have people that sponsor us. So we have Living Water Missions, Moats Electric, Philadelphia Baptist, Mouse Creek Pharmacy, Cavachi Heat and Air, Equititle, and Glaze Electrical and Wholesale Supply. So due to with all these people pouring in, we're able to do it with no charge, which is so good because I feel like every ladies' conference has a charge, and not that that's wrong with that because there is certainly a lot of expense to it, but we just love for ladies from every walk of life, if they've got money, if they don't have money, whatever, just to walk in there and feel the freedom of God.
Again, the Love Conference, February 21st and 22nd, Cleveland Middle. What will the nights look like? I mean, what will the programs look like?
The pre-service, like I said, will start at 6 o'clock. And then at 6:30, we have an amazing worship team. They've been with us probably, some of them since year one, but the majority of them, especially for the past 4 to 5 years. So the past 4 to 5 years, a worship team that leads the ladies into worship. And man, it is absolutely, they do a phenomenal job. And then on Friday night, Roxanne Corbett will speak. And if you've never heard her speak, man, she is absolutely amazing. She is really, really good. And then I will speak on Saturday night, and then we have altar service after every night. And the altar service is always it's just amazing to watch God work. It really is amazing to watch God work.
Jake, anything you want to add here before we go?
Just super excited for the Love Conference. It's always a great time, ladies. What's really been cool for me is, especially in the past couple of years, being with FCA, being with the church, I know that there are girls from Cleveland High's FCA that come. I know there are girls from Bradley's FCA. I know there's girls from Polk County's FCA. At church this year, we're making a big push for our girls to come from the youth group as well. So it's just been really cool to see my two worlds merge on this weekend and get to be a part of it.
That's great. All right, Michelle, one more time, the details here. What's happening?
February 21st and 22nd at Cleveland Middle at 6:30 for service, 6 p.m. for pre-service, and we can't wait to see all you ladies there.
It's going to be great. Thank you all, both very much, and we really appreciate it. Looking forward to it. All right, coming up, we are going to be talking with our friends from the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Ocoee region, and then, Bridget, at the movies with Gideon, we'll have an Oscar. The Oscar nominations came out about 30 minutes ago, and so Gideon's going to come in here. We're going to analyze those. So
good.
We got quite a busy morning here. Stand by.
Begin again at the Y. Pay no join fee all January. Visit Cleveland TN.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
Today's YMCA is not the YMCA you remember. Our equipment is top of the line, where unfamiliar meets familiar. Our tech is elevated, enhanced by a team member that knows you. New spaces, friendly faces. We're committed to helping you feel your best. From high-energy workouts with friends to me time, to quality time with family, the Y is where you belong. Our welcoming team will help you reach your wellness goals. A new year, a fresh start. Begin again at the Y.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga, with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Elliot, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
It is a minute after, and I mean that sincerely.
Done.
I just told her, I said, Bridget, you're done. And I meant that forever.
See ya.
Thank you. Get out. And that was from Rebecca. She'll let me tell you that. Megan. Rebecca Pierce is here. Tiffany Harris is here. It's the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Ocoee region. And good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
It's cold.
Yes.
It is cold. Is it still cold out there?
Yes, it
You
is.
see the snow on the beach? Have you seen those pictures?
Yes.
Crazy. All right. I do want to talk, though, with you. Tiffany, I want to begin with you. Let's talk about the Boys and Girls Clubs, and I'd love to know who you serve and about how many do you have?
Yeah, so I am actually the area director for the Meigs and Polk County unit. So in Meigs County, we served 300 members in 2024. Wow. And that included about 10,000 meals. So, and we serve from ages 5 to 18, so from kindergarten until they graduate.
Wow. What about that, Rebecca? You're there every day.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So we average about 80 to 90 kids a day, and so we have like 6 or 7 staff that serve those members. They come in, they give homework help, they get a meal, they get a snack, and then they do some enrichment programming. And if it's warm enough, we're outside a lot of that time because we have a big BMX track and playground and outdoor court, so our members love that area.
Wow. And you talked about the meals. I mean, that's just incredible how many meals they're serving.
Yes, like we've not been open for 2 weeks, and so we're excited to see our members today, and knowing that sometimes we're the only time that they may receive a meal. So,
we're joined by Tiffany Harris, Rebecca Pierce, the Boys and Girls Clubs, the Ocoee region. You had to narrow it down to the most impactful program you have. What is that? What would that be?
For me, if you talk to other unit directors, I may have a different opinion, but for me, our teen programming is super important. We've got a Youth of the Year competition, and I think that that's vital to some of our members. They do a speech competition. They have to write a couple essays. I think you may have judged that at one point, right?
I did, yeah.
And
I sure did.
I think that I've seen that kind of push some of our members to another level, especially those that go to state. And so that's coming up. What is it?
in
30th?
February, January 30th is our competition.
Yeah. So it's coming up really soon. So we've got I think it's around 10 kids across our organization that are preparing for that right now. They're nervous. I've got 2 at my club. They're a nervous wreck about it, but they're really they've come a long way in their public speaking and just kind of networking and things that they don't necessarily learn at school. And so that's one of our premier programs.
Absolutely. And another big event you've got coming up is the 4th annual Youth Development Banquet and Auction. Tell me about this.
So yes, we are excited about this event. We want to give a shout out to Lowe's, Ocoee Construction, and EMAC for sponsoring our tables this year. This is just one of those events that we bring in the community to show what we do. We let our Youth of the Year speakers speak just to tell their story. And so this year we have some big raffle items we're giving away. We have a safari trip that you can win, and then a sailing trip also. So we're excited about that.
Wow. So how can people get more information if they want? I see RSVP required. Well, that was by we're past that. Is that right?
Yes, but they can still come. All they have to do is call us at 423-454-4240.
Anything else you want to add while we're here?
At any point, if anybody wants to stop by and take a tour of the Megs unit, I'd be more than happy to give them a tour. That same phone number would reach me. So if they want to get a tour of our facility and get more involved, I'd be more than happy to talk to anybody about that.
And then they can also go to www.bgcocoee.org to learn about the whole organization in itself.
Well, it's just tremendous. You literally are doing the Lord's work, and we thank you so much. It's the Boys and Girls Clubs, the Ocoee region. And again, find out more. As you just heard, you can also call them 454-4240. So much going on. Man, thank you very much. Keep us updated, would you?
Yeah, we shall. Thank you.
Great to see both of you. All right, that is going to do it. No, it's not. We've got actually another segment coming up. Our movie guru himself, Gideon Ratcliffe's coming up. We're going to talk about the Oscar nominations, which came out at 8:30 this morning. So we'll do that coming up. Stand by, everybody.
Dad, what are you working on?
Oh, just my New Year's.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a busy man? Listen to how Direct Primary Care Associates has helped men like Mike Kelly.
I imagine like most men, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm very busy in my life. And the problem with going to other urgent care places is you could go there and sit, you don't know how long you're going to be, and I have other appointments that I may have to get to. With this, you know when you're going to be here. I was spending over $70 a month medication through my other insurance. Here, I haven't paid a dime. I haven't had to pay for anything. So just that alone in the last 8 months saved me over $500. And I'm telling you right now, as a man, I know how much energy it takes to even call in and have to get some help, because we don't like to ask for help. But these are here to help you. This is what this is designed for, is to help you.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Look how cute, our very own baby New Year.
But wait a minute. I thought I was going to be the baby New Year this year.
Dad, nobody wants to see you in a diaper.
Fair enough, but they still got to save money on mattresses in 2025.
Right now, save up to 57% off of last year's models during our New Year's sales event.
But only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Got Forever Young, Mix 104.1, 10 minutes after 9. And also Forever Young is Gideon Ratcliffe. He's our movie maven. Gideon, how are you, buddy?
Great. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing good. Well, it's a big morning. The Oscar nominations came out, as they always do. They do it during the television morning shows at 8:30 this morning. All right, Gideon, I'm going to send it over to you. Best Picture nominees. What do you got?
Best Picture nominees for the 97th Academy Awards go to Nora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked.
All right, so let's go through this a little bit here. Now, just overall, how many is that? 10?
Yes.
So the majority of these nobody's ever heard of. I mean, the average.
Yeah, the average person. A lot of these are kind of very niche movies. There's some that I enjoyed on there. I think Dune Part 2 is the one that most people will have seen or know about. Or maybe A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan, Timothy Chalamet movie.
Dune's bigger. Wicked.
Mm-hmm. Wicked, of course. But then you have ones kind of like The Brutalist, The Substance, Nora, which are ones that the average person I don't think is going to enjoy or appreciate. They're very kind of Oscar baity type movies. And that's kind of what you usually see when there's Best Picture nominations. But those same movies proliferate the rest of the list when it comes to kind of your actresses and everything. But
what I'm going to do, we're going to go through the list, and then I want to come back and get your predictions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's talk about Best Actress.
Best Actress, we have Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Garçon for Emilia Perez, Mickey Madison for Nora, Demi Moore in The Substance, and Fernando Torres in I'm Still Here.
And then let's do Best Actor. Who's up for that?
Best Actor, maybe Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, and Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice.
Timothy Chalamet will be hosting and the musical performer this Saturday night on Saturday Night Live. He's going to sing. And I understand to A Complete Unknown, it's about, of course, Bob Dylan. I believe the cast, including Edward Norton, they sang. That was them.
That's really cool.
Like they so they performed.
Yeah, that's one I haven't gotten around to seeing yet, but I definitely will try and see it this weekend.
Actually. All right, so let's start here. So Best Actress, what do you think?
So the only one of these lists that I've seen is Demi Moore in The Substance. But I've heard Cynthia Erivo probably ahead in for Wicked. But if they want to go for more of kind of a Oscar baity kind of pick, then probably Emilia Perez for Carla Sofia Garçon. But we'll kind of see how those fall in line.
All right. Best Actor, what do you think?
The Brutalist, Adrian Brody. I think he's come back and for just kind of a more kind of intimate, introspective role. But Timothy Chalamet, I think once I see his performance, I think that he may have a kind of a head in there.
I'm just seeing this. Sebastian Stan was nominated. He played Donald Trump in a very controversial movie called The Apprentice. And so that's interesting. He was nominated. All right. Gideon Ratcliffe joins me, our movie guru. Best Picture. What do you think?
Best Picture. I'm super biased. I love Dune Part 2, as I've talked about multiple times on here. I hope is Dune Part 2, they got a few more nominations throughout. I hope they, if they don't get Best Picture, that they get a few kind of Best Cinematography that is nominated for as well. But I'm afraid it may go to more of your kind of like The Brutalist or Nora or something.
The Oscars, it's in early March. I think the first Sunday in March this year.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, they pushed it back a couple weeks. At least they pushed voting back a couple weeks because of the wildfires.
That's right. All right, I'll be making my picks on the Monday morning after the Oscars. So, Gideon Ratcliffe, thank you, buddy.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Let me give you a quick reminder of what's going to be happening here today on Mix 104.1 as well as MixTV.tv. I'll be joined by Governor Bill Lee for an interview we're going to play that at noon. So that'll play at noon today on Mix 104.1. Also on MixTV.tv. It's going to be a very interesting interview. A lot happening with that special session that he's called, the governor's call for this Monday in the state legislature, including the Education Freedom Act, which, of course, is very hotly debated. So we're going to be speaking with the governor. That will be on MixTV.tv anytime you want to watch it after noon today. So we're getting ready for that. And a very busy day right here. We're going to get you back to music for your workday on Mix 104.1 for MixTV.tv. That's the end of the line for us here this morning. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk with you soon with Governor Bill Lee at noon.
This is Roy Michael.